Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of the stock course, and today we are going to be covering TD Ameritrade. In the last video we covered all of Etrade, and now we're going to be learning about basically what's different from this compared to Etrade. So first of all, pretty much everything right here is the same. It gives you the exact same information except that it's just a different layout. It looks more like clearish. This has a lot more stuff around. This just looks more clear. They also have a news tab, and they have a thing called social signals. Now basically what social signals is it will tell you what the people at TD Ameritrade and from all of the research that they do think what direction the stock is going to go. But as you can see, you have to have an account in order to view this information. And here's one of the main things I do not like about TD Ameritrade. If you want to view a chart on a certain company, you have to have an account. As you can see right here, it says sample page and please log on. But here in Etrade, you can view it without actually having to have an account. Then we have an earnings tab, just telling you past earnings, which is nice. It's very clear layout right here. And here's one good thing about TD Ameritrade. They give you the fundamentals tab, unlike TD Ameritrade, where you have to be logged in order to have it. They also have like another evaluation thing, but you have to be logged on for that. Then they have a calendar, which basically tells you all of the earnings and all of that stuff. So right here it says the earnings per share actual. But before we see what that is, we have to know the earnings estimate. This is what the people at TD Ameritrade estimated their earnings to be. They estimated it to be between $0.75 to $0.9. But over here is the actual. So what's good is if this is higher than the actual estimated range. You could also see here the previous year's actual, so it's actually up from last year, which is a good sign that the company is doing very well. It also has the dates that they paid out their dividends. Then we have a peer comparison. This is basically related companies, and they put it on a graph, and they say the black line is target, and here's how the other companies have been doing. So as you could tell, BIG has been going down since then, so it's down 1%, but DG is actually at 0, but before it was almost up to 1.5%. They also have down here a very nice summary, which basically tells you they compare all of it, which is very nice. It's just side by side, and it just tells you everything you need to know about all the companies. They also have an SEC filling, but you have to be logged in for that too. They also have the same thing where it's latest news, and then they also have events. Events are basically what Target itself is doing. These are things about Target and like related companies. As you can see, like Walmart, Target, Dollar General, and Dollar Tree. They're all under scanner. Like it's just related. This is actually Target right here. They also can go see more right down here. It's also pretty much the same up here. Price, days change. So you could see that each company has its ups and downs. I prefer Etrade if I were not going to have an account because it gives you like charts is like the main thing that you need, and on TD Ameritrade it does not give it to you. So I prefer Etrade just if I do not have an account. But if I were to have an account, I would definitely use TD Ameritrade, and I will be talking about Invest Tools, which is part of TD Ameritrade, in the next video. We'll also explain why I like TD Ameritrade much more than I like Etrade. Another good thing about TD Ameritrade is that they have a lot of customer service. They have numbers about pretty much everything, and like in Thinkorswim, they have like 4 different numbers you can call, like live chat. They have a lot of that, but over in Etrade, you do not really get that much customer service. It's basically just a matter of opinion of which company you want to use. Another thing I forgot to mention about Etrade is that they have multi-chart comparisons. Now what's good about this one is that you can compare multiple companies. So let's do TGT, which is Target, Walmart, WFC, which is Wells Fargo, and let's just do RDS.B, which is Shell. And there we go. So what you could do is you could search by 6 months on all of these, and you could see how each of these companies have been doing in the last 6 months, which is really handy. And TD Ameritrade does have that, but again, you have to have an account, and making an account on Etrade is and TD Ameritrade is very hard. It just takes a long time because it requires all of your information, because you can do a lot of illegal things with like stocks and like hacking the system. So they need to know like your social security number and all of that stuff, because they need to like tax you on the stocks, and it just takes a lot of information. Like it took me about an hour to set up my account, and I was just like making sure everything was right because I did not want to have to go through it again. But it was worth it in the end, because now I'm able to do a lot of the things on Etrade that were not available before that. That's going to be it for this video, and in the next video I'm going to be teaching you about Invest Tools, which is a very handy thing for stocks. And it's just like right here, I'll show you the program really fast. It's just like a lot of information. I'll teach you about all of it in the next episode.